There's a test between port, and then I was trying to do it online, and I've been calling trying to see if somebody can help me through the over the phone. But I was like, you know what? Let me get up and go. But I hadn't had no transportation. I lost everything in a house fire on February the 18th, and then got stranded in a flood this 18th. And so I was just like, okay, I'm trying to get all this done like y'all need me to do so I can start working and going on by my life.
And I said, what year? 2004. And so I said, well, let me go check Jim's because I know.
Do you know, like if CPS work? Because I have a friend who got involved in that CPS. Do they go and check people's houses out? Do they go inside, room to room? If it's dirty,
Yes, ma'am.
just say it's dirty. They still let them keep that person?
It depends on the case. It depends on what the original claim was. It's so particular, and I tell everybody I just worked with them. I don't agree with everything, but
Yeah, and that's all I'm asking.
yes, it depends on what was the original allegations. But if the house show any issues of cleanliness, it can affect the home study if they're gonna allow the child to reside there.
And supposing they say like 4 people live there when it might be 8 or 9.
That's gonna come up. And then, because it depends on how steep the investigation have to go. Because if the neighbors can attest to traffic or anything, and if it's an apartment complex, they're
No,
gonna.
it's a house.
Okay.
There's a lot of them live in it.
Yes, ma'am.
And how long usually the first time goes? It just depends.
It depends.
Yeah.
Yeah, and how old are the children? If they can talk and kind of help the case. If there's been any cases prior, it can get real ugly.
Yeah.
And I used to deal with the outtake and the intake part. So my most current, what I was doing was inside the residential treatment centers once they're actually removed from the home and pending foster care.
Right.
That was for my sanity.
But do they give them documents? Say a relative can use it. Do they give them documents saying that they are legally?
That's called kinship care. And if a kid is placed in kinship care, everything, all the power of attorney and everything is temporarily theirs. The child becomes theirs through the kinship courtship. And
So who give them the papers? CPS?
the caseworker, whoever assigned to them.
But supposing they said that I'm just saying 2 grandparents can share them. Like you have them through the week, I have them a weekend. Are they supposed to give me something, or it's just by mouth?
They're gonna give you something.
Yeah.
You'll get something in writing. Yeah. And the caseworker.
It's been like a week or 2.
Oh yeah, it's still so early. And do you know for sure that they absolutely gonna remove the children?
No.
Okay.
They're not gonna keep them there. This is just a test.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so they probably gonna order the parents to take parenting classes, get all kind of proof that they,
Right.
whatever the reason is, that they're gonna take care of their end of the business.
Right.
Yes, ma'am.
Right, and that's what they're doing now, making them taking like parenting classes, drug classes.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
it's really up to them.
If they want their kids to be,
Themselves together.
yeah, and I can say for the most part they are fair about giving you the time frame to get your children back. But I do know here recently it used to be like up to 3 attempts. Now the judges here in this precinct is on at the 2 times. If you don't do those classes, the drug classes, they're gonna go ahead and do permanent placement with another
I
regular.
don't blame them. I mean,
Right.
if you don't want to do right, that means you don't want to do right on what you did.
Right. And then you get the people that, and especially when it's the drug cases, when it's involving drugs, that's the hardest. They start trying to finagle and mess up the drug testings in line, and it just shows, you know.
Yeah, right. I understand what you're saying. Yeah.
And then when they get placed with places like where I was at, then they want to take it out on us. And you went through a lot before they got placed with us, because that means you didn't do your part.
Right.
So
Right.
it's really up to you. And I tell everybody, I say, well, I stopped at 1. I knew I had my baby at 17, and I started working within in the field. That was my birth control. Baby, I'm telling you, it took me a minute, and even now, my son will be 21 next month. And everybody say, and I just got married. I'm newlywed, and And everybody said, well, you ready for another? I said, I done paid my dues. I'm ready. If my son have a grandbaby today, tomorrow, I won't be mad. And he could stack and go home.
This one is going to show the 2 misdemeanors back in 1996.
1996.
Class B.
Yes, ma'am.
Misdemeanor.
Yes, ma'am.